Hey guys, what is going on today? Today we are going to be installing Radar Roy's Techmount. I'll let you see it says like that, it's Techmount. So that's the actual brand that he carries, or he invented. I don't really know for 100% sure. Roy can get with me on that one. But we're going to be installing it here in my 2007 Kawasaki Ninja 250. And all the directions are pretty straightforward. So what I'm going to do here, guys, I'll bring the camera in close so we can actually zoom in just only right here on the handlebar itself. And just we're going to install it. The only thing you're going to have to do, obviously, besides put that top part on, is you'll just have to put one of these shims in there if you need it. I don't know if you're going to be able to see these little plastic clips like here that make it basically a little bit tighter for it to bolt down on. And that's generally about it. This is actually going to look like it's going to be a pretty quick install. So we're going to knock it out real quick, and then I'll show you what it looks like, and then we'll go out there, I'll gear up, put on my proper riding gear, and we'll go out there on the streets and see how it is. So guys, stay tuned for this. Radar Roy, I appreciate you always sending this stuff to me. This is great to hook up. I can't wait to test it out for you guys. So guys, go check out his channel, go check out his webpage if you are interested in any kind of tech mount, radar detectors if you have them for your cars or whatever like I do. Go check him out. He'll be able to answer all the questions you possibly have about it, guys. So stay tuned. Let me set up the camera. We'll start the install. All right, guys. All right, guys, here we are. We're back. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and set up everything we want to do it. First off, we would actually, it comes in like this in the bag. You're just going to take the two screws out. The screws kind of look like this. It comes with an Allen key, so you just remove it from the sides because you want to go ahead and separate it. Then you're going to need to make yourself a test fitting. Originally, I wanted to put it right here on my bike, but as you can see, it's a little bit, it's not going to work. There's just got with all your mechanical areas through here. It just doesn't fit in there. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is have it actually down here, so you see how it would actually sit. But the first thing you're going to notice is right here, guys, it's free spinning, so it's actually too loose, so we're going to have to fit in some of those spacers in it. So what you're going to actually want to do is you're going to want to take these spacers, there's 3 different ones for different sizes, and pop it on there. So that would actually separate here, or for me, I can actually just slide it in right here. And I can actually come through here now and figure out exactly what way I want it. And you see it gives it that extra space. Now it would be tightened down. It wouldn't be able to move for you. So actually, guys, I'm going to be installing it here on the end of my handlebar mount. It shouldn't get too much in the way for me or anything like that, because the phone, of course, is going to be up here, raised up. So it shouldn't give me any problems trying to get to my clutch or anything. So that's, guys, where I'm going to be putting it at right here, guys. But that's all you're going to want to do is you want to make sure you find the right spacer for whatever you need to make up for that space. You know what I mean? How it's going to actually add a little bit of width to it like that. And basically you're just going to clamp it on from there, and then we'll be screwing this back down and holding it tight again. So basically that's all I'm going to be doing right quick, guys. So let me go ahead and get to it, and then we'll come back and we'll be mounting the top to it, and then we'll go from there. But as you can see, there's different types, sizes for whatever width of handlebar you actually have. And this was the actual proper spacer for my handlebar. All right, guys, stay tuned. Next thing you're going to see is you're going to see it on there, and then we're going to be putting the actual adapter on top. So stand by. All right, guys, there we go. Install was a complete breeze. As you can see, it's on there, and let me tell you, it is on there flipping. It's tight as a rock right now. With the spacer, they gave it that extra room it needed to clamp down on properly and tightly, and then with the 2 Allen key type screws on top, man, this thing's on there good. One thing I want to make a note of, guys, is when you're putting it on there, one thing, of course, I had to do is I had to get on the bike like this and stand it up and figure out generally about where I would want this pointing. Because when I first had it on there, it was slid forward just a little bit like this, and of course then your phone would be up here like this. So what I was trying to do was actually get it so the phone would be a little bit more level when it's up here. But as you can see, even though it is at the end, and I wouldn't have minded if it was actually up here instead, it's so far out of the way. I mean, look where this is going to be sitting right here. You see what I mean? So I mean, it's not going to get in my way in any ways, and this thing is just, it's on there rock tight. So now, guys, all we're going to be doing is just putting on the top thing right here, and then screwing it down, and then that's about it, guys. It's easy as that. So stand by, guys. All right, guys, part 2. All we're gonna have to do is you just take off the screw, the little wing nut here at the bottom, slang it over like that, and then you just want to kind of line it up and just push it down. Say I'm gonna have the tech symbol here facing me, so it just pops on there just like that, guys. And then you see how it can rotate whatever way you want it now. You would just have it rotated however way you want your phone, or let's say you were actually using a radar detector on your motorcycle, how you would want it actually pointing, and then you tighten it down. So here, let me put my phone in there real quick. So I would be able to figure out exactly where I would. So you can see I've got my Galaxy S5 here. I don't really see the point in getting an S6. There's just no need for it. So I would maybe want it like that or whatever. Then I can sit there and put it up. But I'll probably put it up just a little bit higher so it's always out of my way. Maybe a little bit like that. And basically, you're just going to figure it out for your own personal preferences. So that way I can still see it and touch it and do whatever I want. And the cool thing is I could always put this over here by my gas line. If I felt like I just wanted to have it over here, I could put it on the right handlebar too. And then all you got to do is just come up here and then tighten it up however way you want it. And that's generally all you're going to have to do. So hold on, guys. We're going to have it done here in a second. But I mean, this literally took 2 or 3 minutes to install on my bike. Literally, it's no big deal. Anybody can do it. And then we're going to get out there, we're going to get it up, and then we're going to go for a ride. So stand by, guys. Alright guys, well there you go. There's the final product. Everything's been put together. All we have to do then is just pop in your phone and then go from there. And of course it stretches out, so you would just stretch it out here and just throw your phone in however way you want it. And then it will lock it in there pretty flippin' tight. Alright, and look at this. I'm just using the phone to hold on, and I'm actually moving the whole bike, so it's in there pretty flippin' good here. So there we go, guys. Now it's time for a go ahead and ride, and we're going to be testing it out. The one thing I understand that a lot of guys that have different style of bikes do, I know they have different like ram mounts and stuff like that mount there. That would be ideal, I think, for a lot of people. I'd like it there too, but it's just that that's all I could put it at is right here on the edge of my handlebar. But yes, I would like it if it was actually up here a little bit more, or it was actually here. Like, and I know a lot of the 600s or 1000s can do that, a different style of mount system right there. But for my little 250, that's all it could do. So guys, I go in understanding that, and that for me, I'm going to have to actually make a mental note to make sure I'm not like winging it every time, because it's not like it's going to move or anything, but at the same time I've got to make sure I'm not like catching my arm underneath it every time. But other than that, I don't see really any issues with it at all. Just them things I thought I should tell you guys about and explain to you guys what's going on here, guys. So alright guys, time to get her up, and then we're going to go for a ride. Stand by. Alright guys, here we go. It's time for a test of Radar Roy's handlebar Techmount right here. You can see everything is set up right now. I'll go ahead and raise my thing a little bit. And yeah, everything is on there really securely. It's not going anywhere. Like I said, the only thing I wish I could actually put it right here in the middle like a lot of the other ram mounts, but the 250 doesn't have that ability, let's say like some of the 600s or 1000s do. But this is what I have right now, and this is what I'm going to have to do a test on. So there we go. Alright. We're now at 50 miles an hour. Yep, it even says it on the GPS thing. It says 50 miles an hour. So we know what speed we're at. This is a great way to figure out your speed. If your speedo is off like mine, mine's off by about 5 miles an hour. But they said at the motorcycle thing it was typical, so there you go. Alright, so far it's handling it really good. No issues at all. I don't see any vibrations with it. Like I said, this little puppy is on there pretty flipping secure. But see, I can still move it if I want to, or I can adjust it however I want while I'm at speed, which is really, really cool. I just do it however I want it to be, and that's really nice. Alright guys, speed bump number 1. Let's see how it happens. Not bad, not bad. Took it between 10 and 15 miles an hour. At full speed, I'm not going to take a speed bump at full speed. We all know what would happen there. That could be a very funny video, let's put it that way. Alright, speed bump number 2. I'll take it a little bit faster just to test it out. Not bad. Worked out perfectly. Didn't see any movement at all. And I did that at about 20 miles an hour, even though the rated is for 15. So, and these are more bumps than you're ever going to see on a floored road, like I said. For the most part, unless we're in a construction area, I get it. Speed bump number 3, slow down just a little bit, hit it. No problem at all, no problem. We're 3 for 3, no movement at all. Like I said, this is very, very secure. I haven't seen any problems with it. I tightened it down really good, and then I tightened down the little spin nut on the back really good. No issues at all. This thing is grabbing it like a champ. Here we go again, 4. No problem, hit it about 25 miles an hour there. Doing good. Well, there you go, guys. That's 60 miles an hour on public streets. It's 55 through most of this area through here, so you can really get up and get going, because it's nothing but like just businesses and stuff like that. But yeah, not even a single problem. We hit all those nasty, nasty speed bumps. We did 60 miles an hour, and there is no vibration in this whatsoever. This thing is just glued on there. I'm loving it. Well, alright guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and conclude this video. I really do appreciate it, Radar Roy. I really do. You did hook me up with an amazing phone mount here, or radar detector mount, guys. Remember, if you actually have radar detector for your car and you have the actual wiring that you can plug into your battery here down here, that is another great way to use this. And I see no issues with it at all. It works good. It's very sturdy. We've hit speed bumps at 25 miles an hour, and that's more I'm ever going to see on typical Florida roads. But 2 thumbs up from me, guys, overall. Other than that, just minor complaint that I wish it was here, but that only has to do with my own bike being on a 250 and not the actual style of this. That's why I had to have the handlebar clamp mount style versus up here in the ram in the front end there here. So guys, I really hope you liked the video. Please go check out Radar Roy. He has a great site. He sells all kinds of radar detectors that he highly recommends, full breakdowns of what they are, and he also is now starting to get into these phone mounts, radar mounts, all that stuff. So guys, please take 2 seconds, give him a thumbs up. Go check him out if you're ever interested, if you have cars or if you want to use a radar detector on your bike for any long rides, whatnot. And guys, I hope you liked the video. Thank you very much, Roy, once again. 2 thumbs up from me. I appreciate it. And I will see you guys in the very next video. That is your Techmount review. Take care, y'all.